Prior to getting into my true first cybersecurity job, I started off my career working at IBM, really under IT architecture and service delivery. And what that did for me is give me a great foundation on just what networking systems look like back then, what data centers look like, what servers operations things look like. But my first role in cybersecurity really what led into more professional services. So started off at a company that was focused on SIM and log management, and got an opportunity to actually dive into the defensive side of cybersecurity. And so really what I was working on was implementations, installs, data migrations, at the same time learning a lot about, okay, what is it that actually makes some of the backbone of cybersecurity tick? And back then it was really a lot around log management, understanding how to collect Windows event logs, configure syslog relay, and that helped piece a lot of the network architecture that I was learning and doing at the IBM job back together. What that led into then, though, is that, hey, somebody said, Gaurav, you'd be really good at in a sales role. And I said, nah, I don't really want to go into that type of role. That doesn't really make sense in there. And said, okay. Went back, started doing some data migrations, did things on there. And then they came back again. I turned them down 3 times, actually. And I finally said, okay, all right, let's take a shot. So my first really foray was into a sales engineering role at a company called Logarithm. It was probably one of the best decisions that I ever made because I loved it, right? It allowed me to have the technical chops that I had gained across my career and helped articulate to our customers what their needs and requirements might be and how I could potentially go through and help them. One of the best things about that, though, was a lot of people think sales is a lot about pitching, but what I loved actually to do was help bridge the gap between the problems that they were having and finding a solution related to it. From there, really what I ended up doing was, progressing into more of a management role in cyber at that company. So from there, I moved into a company and organization that was actually leading a worldwide team for a company that was focused on really kind of detection, investigation, and response. So taking that kind of first foundational step into cybersecurity around just log management, SIM, figuring out what to do from a tool set perspective to a broader set that incorporated, some of the other areas of cybersecurity around EDR, firewall detection, other components that might come into play, and then expanding and building a team from there. It's really a matter of just then understanding the various pieces and some of the things that make an organization and business operationally sound in cyber, but also actually making sure we're delivering good solutions back to them.